Hello, thank you for joining this video. Here we'd like to show you the featured product section for your Shopify store. So first of all, we need to go to our theme customizer, and then here we need to choose the page where we'd like the section to be located. So we can actually add that section to any page, but for our example, let's stay on the home page here. So what we do next, we need to scroll here and add this section. So we click on add section, and now we just need to type in the name. So we need the featured products. Let's choose this section here. And here is our section. Now let's click on it to add our products. So first of all, we can change the heading. So it says featured products. You can of course rename it to anything that you prefer, like best sellers, for example, or we can just simply remove the heading altogether, like here. Next, we can choose the products. We just simply click here on the select products, and as you can see, we can select up to 12 products in here. You can type in and search for your products, or just simply look through them here. So we can just add any products that we want. The maximum number that you can add is 12. So let's add 8 products here, and now let's click on select. So here are our products. We can scroll through them by swiping, and now we can also choose the layout. So right now, as you can see, we have 3 products per row. We can, for example, change it to 4 products. And as you can see, for the mobile resolution, we'll always have 2 products per row. So here is how our section looks with 4 products per row. As you can see, we just simply swipe and we move the products. We can also change it back to 3 products per row so that the product cards are a little bigger. And as you can see, we just simply swipe in to see all of our products that we've added in here. Next, we can also enable the product card indent. So if we just enable it here, as you can see, we now have this space in this indent between our products. So as you can see, this is how we've added it. And next we can also set the layout, so we can make the containers full width, but if this field is unchecked, then the container width will be set based on the group layout settings in the theme settings. So we go to theme settings here, layout, and we see that the container width is set to medium, 1680 pixels. We can also change it to small or large. So if here you uncheck the full width, then the layout will be set according to this one. And next we can also change the offsets. So offsets are the spacing in between your sections. So we have them for the desktop, for mobile, and for the top and for the bottom. So if you want to have some space in between here, we just increase the offset for the desktop top, like here, and we can also change it for the desktop bottom, like here. And we can also do the same for mobile, just toggle it here. And when we go to the mobile view, first of all, we'll see that we have only 2 products per row, as we were informed in here, as you can see, and we've added some space in between our section. And the last thing in here that we have are the theme settings. So these are the theme settings for the product card. You can of course go to theme settings here and make all of the changes from here, or we can just simply open our section like featured products and go to theme settings here. So in here we can change the object with image, so we can make cover, contain, or native size. Keep in mind that cover will fill the entire area, contain scales proportionally, and we can also enable color swatches. However, very important information to keep in mind that whatever changes you do in here in the theme settings, they apply to your store, not only to the section but to all of your products. So for example, if we disable color swatches from here, as you can see right now, they will now disappear, but they will also disappear for other sections as well. So let's just wait for the customizer to adjust. So now, as you can see, we don't have these color swatches, but if we scroll here, then to other sections beside this one, as you can see, here we also don't have the color swatches. Here as well, we don't have the color swatches in here. And as you can see, these changes applied to the whole of our store. So as you can see, we have our featured collection, and in here we used to have the color swatches, so we can now return them. And let's just now enable the color swatches, and let's wait for the customizer. And as you can see, we have the color swatches again. So whatever changes you make in here, they apply to all of the sections. But as you've noticed, when we disable the color swatches in this section, in the product bundle section, we still had the swatches because they are important for this specific section. This is why you cannot remove them from this section. However, just any changes you make in here, keep in mind that they apply to the whole of your store. Next, we can also disable labels, like here. This is the label that says new. But once again, if we disable them, they disable throughout our store. So let's just make an example here. We'll just disable our label. And as you can see here, we no longer have the new label or badge. And as you can see, we used to have the labels here. We don't anymore. We don't have the labels in here. And let's go to our featured collection. And we also don't have any labels in here. But if we enable them back, then we'll see that they will appear on all of our sections where we have the products with these labels. So let's just wait. As you can see, we have these labels once again. We have the label here, here, and when we also have them here, and in our section that we've just added, we have the label once again in here. So next we can show vendor. So vendor is the brand of the product. So of course, if your store only sells products by one brand, then there is no need to actually show the vendor all the time. However, if your store sells products of more than one vendors or brands, then of course it makes sense to enable the show vendor feature. And now, as you can see, we have the vendor name, so the brand name in here. Next, we can also show the product rating. So the product rating are the stars, which are calculated by the reviews on your product. So if we enable the show product rating, and if some of the products they have the rating, so for example these products don't have any ratings, but let's just scroll here, and as you can see in this products bundle section, one of our products that has rating, we now see this rating here. So once again, it shows you that any changes you apply to here, making here, they apply to your to the whole of your store, not only the section we are working on right now. And as you can see, now we've disabled the product rating and we don't see it anymore. Next, we can also show the currency code. So right now, as you can see, the prices are set in dollars, but we can, for example, show specifically that this is US dollar. For example, if you market to clients outside of the US, but you want to inform them that your prices are specifically in US dollars. So you can do it from here, choose to show or not to show the currency code. Next, we can also show unit price. However, keep in mind that this setting is available only for Germany, and you can simply click here to learn more. Next, we can also enable quick view. So as you can see this icon here, let me just show it to you how it works. So we have our products, and when we hover on the product, we get this quick view. If we click here, then we have our product pulled up in this quick view pop-up. If you're interested in how to set up the quick view, we'll link you a video in the description box. Feel free to check it. And from here, you can choose to disable it if you don't want to show the quick view on your store. So once again, the changes apply to the whole of your store. So we'll now disable it. And as you can see, when we hover on our products, we don't see that quick view icon. And also we can choose to enable image change and hover. So as you've probably noticed, when I hover on this product here, on this blazer, then the image changes. When I hover on this one, nothing changes because these product cards don't have the hover image metafield. If you're interested in how to set up the hover image, we'll also link this video in the description box. But for this product, we have the hover image. So when we hover on the product, the image changes. And if you want to disable this feature, you can just simply click here, and now whenever you hover on your products, even if they have the hover image within them, as you can see, the image does not change. So even though I'm hovering on this product, the image does not change, but we can just simply return our enable image change on hover. So let's now just wait for the customizer to adjust to the changes, and now when I hover here, we see that the image changes. Next, we can also change the swatch option. So enter the name of the product option you wish to turn into color swatches. So right now, of course, we have color option as swatches, but for example, if you don't have a color option for your store, maybe you have like material instead and you wanted to show that one in the swatch format, you can just simply type in the name in here. But keep in mind that then if you have the color and the material, then whatever name you type in here, it will be displayed as swatches. So if you want to have for example, materials shown as swatches, then your colors will not be shown as swatches. So keep in mind that by default, color option is the swatch option. But if you want to change it, just simply type in the name in here. Next, once again, we can change the image width, so we can make it cropped or we can make it full width. So if we change it to cropped, let's just wait for the changes to apply to our store, and as you can see, they are now just simply cropped and we get these borders in here. Or we can change it to full width and then our image will just simply be in the full width. So let's just wait for the changes to apply. And now as you can see, they are no longer cropped. Next, we can also show borders. So as you can see right now, we have these gray borders and we can easily disable them, and then our product cards will not be separated by these borders. So let's just wait for the changes to apply. Sometimes the customizer just needs a couple of minutes to adjust to all of the changes. So now as you can see, we no longer see these borders in between our product cards. Next, we can set the default product image. So for example, if you create your product or products and you don't have any media for them, but you just don't want them to be shown without any media whatsoever, you can just simply add here a default product image, and this image will be used for products that have no images. So very easy, just add any image that you want in here and it will apply to all of the products with no images. And the last things in here, we have the buttons type. So for example, our quick view button is, as you can see, it's in the form of an icon, of this zoom icon, but we can change it to text, and then our quick view button will be changed to text on the image. So now let's see. As you can see, now the quick view button has changed to this text in here, or we can change it back to the icon that we had right here. And the last thing in here that we have, as you can see, it might confuse you because it just simply says enable. However, this is why we always advise to go to theme settings directly and not go to theme settings within the section. Because if we go to theme settings and we go to, let's just search, we go to compare products here, as you can see, we get this enable button in here. However, from this compare products drawer, we know that this enable means enable or disable compare products. So this icon in here, it means that we can add products to our compare list. So for example, we can click here, and as you can see, we get this pop-up with compare products, and you can add up to 6 products to your compare products feature. If you're interested in how to set up the compare products, then we'll surely also link this video in the description box. But this is what it means. This is the enable for the compare products. So from here, back in our section, featured products, we go to theme settings, and in here you can choose to disable the compare products. But once again, keep in mind that it disables this feature for the whole of your store, not only the section. So now we don't have the compare products button in here, or we can just easily return it back in here. So always don't forget to save your changes, and this is how the section now looks like. So we just scroll down here, we have our section, we've set 3 images per row. You can also set 4 images per row, but for the mobile you'll always have 2 images, as you can see in here. And to check other products, you can just simply swipe like here, and we see all of our products within this section. So this is it. This is how you set up the featured products. You can of course toggle this section if you want to move it. From here you can of course change the order of any of your sections. And if you have any questions to our team, feel free to contact us. We're always here for you. And don't forget about our theme manuals, where you can also find all of this information in here. Thank you very much for your time. Take care. Bye.